Offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
7 yards there and a first down.
1 yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Aaron Jones. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Rodgers again now.
At the 47-yard.
He's going to air one out. And Rodgers intercepted a third
This
time.
is my low, baby.
Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 55 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
28. Packers 15. Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They run. Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Mayfield to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Parkey is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Rodgers to throw. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
He's set to kick off.
Kicker Cody Parkey all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Loss of 6 yards. Another 3 and out.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup.
Rodgers pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And a Packer first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The end of the first quarter.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Adams.
Rodgers pass.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st down, Green Bay.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 14.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield, rolling to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Another Browns 1st down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check. Check 50, check 50.
Now Chubb. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. The pickup there, 5 yards.
10 at the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give. This is Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and...
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw is Rodgers. Off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tavon Austin, 27 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Packers 11.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Baker going to keep this himself. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check number 6. Check number 6. Alert, alert. Hurry. Check.
Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out right at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Today's final score, Browns.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.